Hey guys, Troy Dooley, that MLM Beat. I want to ask you a question this week as we look at the MLM industry in review. What can you learn from the Global 100 MLM companies? Those companies that are the best of the best, the biggest, the ones making the most money, the ones that are paying the distributors the most cash. You know, I look at some of the companies on this year's list that is put out by the Direct Selling News, one of my favorite magazines. And it's interesting what I see. I see companies like Avon, who were launched in 1886. They are classified literally the founder of modern direct sales. What can we learn from them? Have you ever thought about what it is that has made that company grow, has made that company become the icon that it is today? I did a little research to dig into the answers. And what I found is that that company was built on two concepts. One, that mothers from the house could go out there and help others look beautiful and earn a little cash. The second thing that I learned is the fact that the company wanted to do things right, so they would go to the field and ask questions of the field. And they've been able to sustain every economic downturn that we've ever seen in American history, let alone globally now. And I looked at that and I thought, wow, here's a company that in 2009 did $10.3 billion in revenue. How much commissions do you think that their people made? How many of those wives and maybe men were able to earn an extra $300, $400, $500 a month, help to pay off their debt? I looked at that, I thought, man, this is pretty rocking. You know, when you look at that, you realize. Then there's Amway. You know, here's Amway, did $8.4 billion in 2009. They're the company that everybody looks at. They say they're the ones that weathered all of the negative press in the 1970s. What can we learn from that? Did you ever realize that in Amway they have built a culture? Great leaders like Dexter Yeager, Orrin Woodward, Jim Doran, and others, Bill Britt, Brig Hart, the list goes on and on. These guys have come out and joined other companies, but they've brought their cultures with them. It's the first company that showed us that you can build a team within a team. You can build a company within a company. And they've gone on, and people that have said, I never made it in Amway, have gone on to make it in their larger careers. It's amazing when I see what I see. We look at some of the great companies overseas. The Vorik company, $3.8 billion, a German-based company, and what I found is this 80-year-old family-owned business have never lost the family values. Everything that they focus on, their cosmetics, their home apparel, all that stuff, is focused on the family. What can we do as a family? I look at that and I think, you know, when we look at these top three companies, we realize that if we'll focus on what's doing best for our team, we'll focus on creating a culture that everybody's welcome in, and we go out here and we keep our family values, that we can explode. Our businesses will explode. I went on down the list and looked at Mary Kay. $2.5 billion in 2009. Listed number 4 globally. I remember reading Mary Kay's story, how right before they got ready to launch, her husband had died of a heart attack. She was going into business in the 1960s in the United States on her own with no money, no husband, and her bankers telling her it won't work. She empowered women. She's probably the modern day woman that has gone out there and became the first motivational speaker focused on women. Look where that company is today. It blows my mind what these companies have done. All because they built around the distributor. They built cultures. They built family values. They empowered their people. It's kind of funny that the first 4 companies all sell some type of a cosmetic product, isn't it? I think it shows us that women dominate the direct selling industry. It shows me that companies run by women seem to really go out there and do something. Even the 5th largest company is a cosmetic company out of Brazil. Brazil, where some of the most beautiful women, you see them on TV all the time. Rio de Janeiro, all of that. You know what they've shown is that you can build something because of family values. You can build something when you empower others. You can build something when you go out there and create the culture. Does this sound repetitive? Yes! I want everyone to learn this is what it takes. This list goes on and on. Herbalife, number 6, $2.3 billion. You want to know what I learned from them? That even through controversy, if you stay your course, you will grow. I remember in the 1980s, Mark Hughes, their founder, was in front of Congress as they drilled him on on what he was doing, he held true. And now that we look back here, that was launched the company in 1980. What is that, 26 years ago? Look where we're at today. $1 billion powerhouse, even after the founder has passed away. Here's my favorite, number 7, Primerica, $2.2 billion. A company that just had a rebirth. A company that has more controversy around it than any company in business history. A company that has created more millionaires, more 7-figure, 6-figure, 5-figure, 4-figure earners than any other company in history. A company that just went public and in 24 hours watched their stock double in price. A company that pays out over $600 million a year in commissions. A company started by a little coach in a southern Georgia town who said, all you can do is all you can do, but all you can do is enough. Today, this is co-chaired by John Addison, another Georgia boy, who is fulfilling what Art Williams started back in 1977. And they've based it on family values 100%. They sell hope and opportunity to the average American person. Now they've gone into Mexico and Spain and some other places. Folks, this is what it's about. When you actually look at what's going on. Number 8, Tupperware. There's not been another company ever in the history of network marketing that has been able to compete with this $2 billion company. Again, what did they focus it on? Family. Focus it on women. Focus on how can we make your life simpler and easier at home. Started out with just kitchenware and moved into toys and other things. It'll blow your mind when you see this. It's amazing. The list goes on. There's Forever Young, number 10. You know they're the world's largest producer of aloe vera? They do over almost $2 billion a year, and most people can't find a rep. Now that is an amazing story, one that you should hear about. This list goes on and on. We're gonna publish it. Folks, what can you learn from these companies? You know, people that join these companies are making millions of dollars a year, hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, and a few $100s a month. They don't jump from company to company. They don't look for the next greatest deal. They don't look for the next new compensation plan. They understand some very simple concepts. They understand that if the founders and owners of these companies built them on a dream, on a crusade, on a cause to make the world better, that they have a good chance of succeeding. When they produce products that are the best quality products that they can produce, that are produced in a way that helps people, not hinder people, they can go a long ways. And third, they realize that if we build it right and bring in the right type of people, and we bring in people of value, people that want to be better, people that want to be somebody, people that want to change their families' lives, it can happen. Ask yourself today, what type of network marketing company are you in? Do the research on these companies, all 100 of them, not to change companies, but to see if your company happens to be one of them. And if not, find out why these companies are so successful, and how can you help your company become as successful as one of the Global 100. Folks, live life like it's an epic adventure. We'll see you at the top.